Vigits, yo, what's up, guys? What is going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. France against Luxembourg, not the most highly anticipated matches. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't that keen on watching. I wasn't that excited to be watching France versus Luxembourg, but I was interested, just like I think a lot of people, to see what France has to offer, what France is gonna bring in the Euro that's coming up soon. They have one more game to play against Canada, and that should be interesting because Canada is a little bit more of a harder adversary to play against. And I want to see also Canada, how Canada's doing since the World Cup 2022, because they did a pretty good job. They had an interesting role in that cup, and I just want to see how far they progressed up until this point since then. And yeah, want to see Alphonso Davies also. That would be interesting if he's even going to play. I don't know if he's going to be included in the squad, but very interested in what I saw with France. First of all, Luxembourg, I mean, shout out to them, credit to them for what they did. I think they had like one post, I think it was a crossbar shot, or header, I think it was, and very minimal attack on France's half. But they did what they could, like I said. Rodriguez, a player that I've never seen before play, I thought he did pretty damn well against the likes of Koundé, Konate, Conte. Really nice to see Conte back. Fofana, all these players, and he was able to get past them at time. Didn't have many attempts, many opportunities to be able to score. Very minimal, like I said, dangerous plays for them to be able to, to get a goal, and at least one goal. This was pretty much just France all over Luxembourg. Constant attacking, especially that first half, just non-stop attacking. And it was funny because the percentage wasn't that far off in terms of possession. I think it was like a 10% like gap, 10-15, maybe at the most 10-15%. But yeah, the attack was just wave after wave, just crashing down on the poor Luxembourgese. And it was interesting. It was interesting because this was just like a feeler for France, just to see where they're at, because they made a whole bunch of switches, what kind of players they might play, just experimenting, I guess. And what I was interested in seeing was Mbappe, Conte, and N'Golo Conte. And N'Golo Conte mostly because I didn't really get to appreciate back in his prime when he was playing for Chelsea, and when he was in the World Cup for France and he won the World Cup, or when he won the Champions League for Chelsea. I didn't really pay attention. I wasn't really watching. I knew at the time I was hearing he was going to be a contender for the Ballon d'Or. I mean, he was that good, right? He was that, and I thought it was just like just exaggeration and hyperbole. But having seen him play right before he got shipped off to Chelsea, I mean, sorry, to Saudi, I got to see a couple of games, and man, in that half field, I mean, it was just him by himself. He was able to do the whole job by himself, just take over recovery balls, hound almost every player. It was like he multiplied or something. Very, very versatile player. And in this game also, I saw the versatility and just the recovery. I mean, king of recovering those balls. And I don't think nobody in that French team was playing 100%. They were partially there. They were just kind of having fun. And again, just so you could have that continuity, just so you could have that activity, just to have that motion, and like I said, continuity, just to be able to arrive to the Euros in good shape. And Mbappe is one that just something about him. Look, first of all, before I get into I guess bashing the guy or criticizing him, I think he's gonna kill it. He's gonna kill it when he's at Real Madrid. The stats and all that. He's gonna be a legend. At the end of his career, he's gonna be definitely a legend. I mean, he's already pretty much a legend in the French team. What is he? 25, and he's 11 goals away from being the all-time greatest goal scorer for France. It's only a matter of time, and he's just 25. So the stats back it up. No doubt that he's going to be a legend in France and for Real Madrid. He's already a legend at PSG, but just something about him leaves me wanting more. Let's put it that way. I just want more from a guy that's supposedly he's being called the best in the world. He's definitely going to win a Ballon d'Or when he goes to Real Madrid. I don't see it being any other way, and I think that's why he wants to go there, to really cement his print on the football world. He really wants to make a name for himself. I mean, he's already made a name for himself, obviously, but he just wants to be in the realm of Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, all of those. He's not that far away, honestly, but just when he plays his overall game, forget about the stats. I know the stats back it up, especially with PSG. This last season supposedly wasn't the best of seasons. Like in the UCL and the Champions League, he really underperformed, right? And in terms of not really showing up, he wasn't really there, but when you look at the stats, they say otherwise when it comes to his goal scoring, right? Just insane amount of goals. Had a really good season for PSG. I think it was 40 something goals, or 50 maybe. I'm way off there, but in terms of his gameplay, he leaves a lot to be desired. A lot to be desired in this game alone. I mean, these are just, maybe I'm nitpicking over here. That's fine. He's trying to call a foul when there's no foul. You know, that there was one play in the beginning that just irritated the hell out of me. I wasn't going to turn off the TV. I wasn't going to throw anything at the TV. I wasn't going to start yelling, but it just irritates me because he's doing this thing where it's just like he's trying to pass the ball, and when he passes the ball, it's just a horrible pass and it gets intercepted. And because he felt someone clip him, he's trying to save face and he falls over to at least get a foul. You know, when it's clear that, bro, you shouldn't have done that pass. You're not there yet. Stop trying so hard to not try, if that makes any sense. So stop trying so hard to be one of those great players that can actually just, make things look simple. Yeah, there are certain things that he does that make it look very simple, but there are other things that he hasn't arrived. For me, he hasn't arrived yet. He's not there, and he's far away. Maybe that transition to Real Madrid, that's what I'm hoping. When he goes to Real Madrid, that's going to influence that change. I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to mature from 25 to 30. That's where the maturity is going to take place, when he's going to actually get to that point where he's going to be elite. And the next player to follow him is going to be far away from reaching his level of play. Just the way Ronaldo and Messi were. All those years that they were just regal compared to everybody else. You're asking me, like, what are you talking about? Like, 2 assists and a goal. What else do you want this guy to do, right? Absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to take that away from him. He had 2 assists. He had a goal to his name. And he did play a good match. But there's something within his game that just leaves me wanting more. There's a lot to be desired when he's playing. Again, they weren't giving it their all, and it's not that. It's just every time, even when he's giving his all, and he's trying to play that complacent ball, he's trying to play like Neymar. He's trying to have that creative side, and he doesn't have that. He's trying to be that playmaker, which he is not. His strengths are speed, and I guess I call him one-trick pony, because all he does is step over. You already know what he's going to do, step over, and pump fake kick. That's all he pretty much has going for him. That's it. That's all he pretty much has. Yeah, once in a while he'll do something different, but that's his staple. The step over and the pump fake kick. That's all he has. And again, I do enjoy watching him play. So again, I don't want this to seem like I'm hating on the guy. I don't like him. I want to watch Real Madrid because of him. Now I'm really more interested in watching Real Madrid because, I mean, the team as a whole. I just want to see how those players are going to play with Bellingham. Rodrigo, I don't think Rodrigo's going to play. Vinicius, of course, Tchouaméni, Valverde, all these players. I want to see what kind of season they're gonna have. I really want to follow them closely. So I think he's gonna do wonders, like I said at the beginning of the video. But there's just something about his gameplay that's just not convincing me. As for the other players in this game, Theo Hernandez he was great. Koundé was the one a little bit, making some mistakes here and there. Konate, I thought was good. Upamecano was good. And N'Golo Kante, again, like I said, he was good. Fofana, I liked Fofana because I saw Fofana I think he had the most touches on the ball in this game, for France at least. And a lot of the game just flowed through him, and I thought he did a standout job with that. Griezmann was another one. Sometimes I saw him, again, because it's against Luxembourg, and it's just like a warm-up match pretty much. He was playing a lot of the balls back, not so much vertical. I did like the link-up with him and Theo Hernandez and Mbappe, of course. That was great. Kolo Muani, he got to score a goal, but he's another one that was a little bit lazy in this game. He doesn't seem like he's like integrated in this team. He seems like he's isolated from the team, and they're just borrowing him. He's like on loan, if that makes any sense. He's on loan in the national team. Thuram is the one that I can't get behind. Why they have a player like that? I know he's had a good season with Inter in the Serie A. He's just not a convincing striker for me. Not even a good accompaniment to Mbappe. At least not in this game. Sometimes I've seen that with in Inter. The few games that I saw him play in the UCL with Lautaro Martinez, he's a really good support striker for him. But for France, I'm not. It's not clicking, and I'm not seeing anything like that. Klaus with an amazing goal. Like, I don't think he even thought he was going to score a goal like that. I don't think he'll ever score a goal like that. That was a rocket of a goal with the crossbar. And that was going to be a pass. That should have been just a pass, because his job was to pass in the middle for someone else to take the shot, or just to keep circulating the ball. Mike Maignan didn't have that much participation in this game, so I mean, yeah, golden star, 10 stars for him, I guess. And really good game, really good, interesting game from France. And let's see who wins this Euros. For me, I'm going for Germany or England. But then there's France and Portugal also. I think those four are going to be the ones that are going to be the potential candidates for winning this Euro. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.